On a frigid winter evening, deep in the Alaskan wilderness, a lone man opened his door to two unexpected visitors. Not people, but wolves. Desperate, frozen, and pleading for refuge. Warren Pierce had lived alone in the remote Alaskan countryside for decades. Winters were brutal, but he was prepared. Firewood stacked, greenhouse warm, and the fireplace alive with flame. Then, a strange scratching at the door. Soft whines followed. He assumed a stray dog, but when he peeked out, his heart stopped. Two emaciated wolves. One limped, the other bore a scar on its muzzle. They didn't snarl, they didn't growl, they begged. Against all instincts, Warren opened the door. What kind of man lets wild predators into his home? Maybe one who sees something beyond fear. As they entered, the cabin changed. The wild was now inside. They were starving. Warren, cautious but moved, placed raw meat on a plate and stepped back. The wolves devoured it in seconds. One limped worse than before. The other lay down, eyes never leaving Warren's. Trust was fragile, but growing. As the night wore on, an odd companionship settled in. Outside, the storm raged. Inside, man and beast shared warmth, silence, and survival. Before sleep, he double-checked the locks, not out of fear of intruders, but for what was already inside. Morning light revealed the smaller wolf's worsening limp. Warren approached slowly, kneeling, extending his hand. He touched its leg, swollen, likely frostbitten. The wolf whimpered but held still. He whispered promises only animals could understand. Using a first aid kit from his Boy Scout days, Warren treated the wound, antiseptic, bandage, ointment. It wasn't much, but it mattered. He had enough food for a couple days, barely. If the wolves stayed longer, he'd need to hunt or ration. Survival wasn't just about warmth anymore. It was about planning. But something in him had shifted. These weren't just animals. They were companions in crisis. Days turned into a week. The limp improved. The wolves began to trust him more. They slept closer. One even nudged his hand one morning. A sign of affection or survival instinct? Maybe both. They didn't leave. Not yet. Perhaps they had nowhere else to go. Or perhaps, like Warren, they too had found something worth staying for. And then one morning, they were ready. Standing at the door, they looked at him one last time and left. No drama, no howls, just quiet. Warren stood in the doorway, hand resting on the frame, watching them disappear. The cabin felt emptier, but his heart fuller. They came seeking warmth. He gave them shelter. In return, they reminded him of something he'd forgotten: trust, instinct, and that sometimes survival is a shared act.